Hey guys, Justin from Strutting right here. We're in Nebraska. I just shot my first Merriam. We didn't get it on film because we kind of gave up on the whole filming thing because it's been rough. It's been real rough trying to get these birds. We've been seeing the same flock of birds, 30 to 50 of them every single day since Monday, and they just wouldn't come to us. They weren't responding good to calls, and we've just been setting up trying to get these birds, trying to convince them to come. This is the last morning. After this, we were going to go to hotels, pack up and head out. Well, it looks like we got a little bit more than packing up to do. We got this bird to clean. We still got some hens yelping over there. But either way, finally got a Merriam. Clint didn't get one, but we already started working on planning our hunt for next year. So we're going to have 4 people coming out next year. So we're definitely going to concentrate on filming. We're going to have plenty of time. 2 of us are going to an outfitter, 2 of us are going to public land, so we're going to have plenty of time to cover and make sure everything is there. So the Tactacam was going. I did record it. I have not reviewed the footage, so I don't know how good the footage is. But I'm going to tell you what happened. So me and Clint pulled up this morning. We had about 7 hens roosted in a tree behind us. And we kind of snuck in because we know those hens, you know, they probably see us. They want to talk. We didn't want to risk anything with them. So we snuck in here. I snuck down this bottom of this hillside here, and Clint went down on the bottom of the creek bottom. And we're sitting here for a while, and the hens start going like crazy. All of a sudden, I saw up on this mountain over here, I saw a bunch of heads come over this mountain over here, and I look up, there are a bunch of jakes. So I start getting excited, because at this point, we wanted to shoot a jake. We didn't care what it was, we just wanted to shoot something. And they came over that ridge, they worked their way down a little bit, and then next thing you know, here comes this guy. He's strutting, has a bunch of hens with him, and he comes over that hill, and as soon as he comes over that hill and he's by himself, those jakes just go right after him. Those jakes went chasing after him, kind of were pushing him around, because there was like 15 jakes and there's one of him. Usually there's 3 toms, and all 3 of the toms gang up on the jakes. But we have no clue where the 2 other toms went, and they did not gobble this morning. He didn't gobble this morning until we got him fired up. So he came in, and he was up there. I hit the jake gobbler, because at this point he's starting to come down the hill a little bit, because me and Clint are calling back and forth to each other. We have all 7 of the hens behind us all fired up. So we literally sounded like a whole flock of turkeys over here, and this guy's like, you know what, screw these jakes, screw these hens. I'm going to this other flock of hens, and I'm going to go hang out with them. So I hit that jake decoy. He did not like that. He started running right down the cliffside, and he stopped about halfway. He gobbled. I hit the the jake gobbler again, and he absolutely irate. His head was just bright white. Comes running down that hill. He goes down in the creek bottom over there. He had no clue that we were over here. I don't even think he saw the decoys, honestly, until he got up here. But he might have saw him from the hillside, actually, maybe. I mean, he did come right here. But he got down in that creek bottom. I did not see he had no clue where he was. I heard him gobble a few times. The next thing you know, this bird comes running right down this road that's over here. He stops right in front of this guy's house, and he's mad. He wants to beat some people up. He just got chased away from his hens, and he's ready to let it rip. And he knows there's 1 jake over here. There might be more. He doesn't know. But he heard a jake gobble, and he hears about 9 hens just going crazy. So I saw him in the binoculars, and I let some yelps out, real aggressive yelps, and, you know, like excitement yelps. And I hit the jake gobbler one last time, and as soon as I hit that jake gobble, he did not answer me. He sprinted right down the road. So he got to a point where I couldn't see him anymore. I turned on my Tactacam, and I popped off my safety because I knew it was going to be a real close shot. And I knew when he was here, it was going to be a matter of seconds. I didn't have a lot of cover, and these decoys were right in front of me, so 10 yards away. He comes in, and all of a sudden I see his head. Nice bright red, white head right over this hill. I sat up a little bit. He kind of came closer, and kapow. Next thing you know, he's on the ground. I'm freaking out because last morning, we're leaving after this, and we got it done. We'd like to thank Treason. We were lucky enough to be able to become field staff members for this camo. And I'll be honest with you, I've been sitting in the same spot all this whole week, and we've had 18 hens walk within 7 yards of me, and I'm laying on the ground. I don't have tree cover. All I had was grass and a little bit of like a divot in the hillside, and I laid there. They walked right past me, had no clue I was there. All right, so this is where I've been hanging out the last few days. I'm right here in this like little hillside. So as you can see, I have a lot of nothing to see, but I can see over there on the road back towards where those birds like to come from, and I can see up on top of that ridge top over there, and that's all I needed to see because those birds like to come from there. But this time I was kind of kneeling right here because I saw those birds come up on that ridge top up there, and I kind of was watching them, and when he came over, like I said, they wanted nothing to do with that Tom. Those jakes pushed him off those hens, and he knew we were over here, and he came running, and he just came running, and he was excited. And I saw him over there on that road over there, and he came running in, and right there you can kind of see where all the decoys and stuff are set up, and where well, my decoys aren't set up anymore, but you can see where my fan is for my Tom. That's where they were. But I literally was down in this bottom. We've had birds come across this bottom, so Clint was down there. And this camo, I tell you what, I've had so many experiences with this camo that these birds they just don't see you. You completely cover it up, they just don't see you. It works wonderful. So thanks again, Treason. And this has been Strut and Rut. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And we're gonna head back to Wisconsin, and hopefully we can get an Eastern on the ground before the season's over.